हाँ जी बेटा, अपना नेक्स्ट न्यूमेरिकल है कमर्शियली अवेलेबल हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड contains 38% HCl by mass and has density 1.9 gram per centimeter cube. Calculate the molarity of the solution. हाँ जी, solution. We have to calculate the molarity. Formula for the molarity is, it is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of solution in milliliters multiplied by 1000. So for calculating the molarity, we require number of moles of solute as well as volume of the solution. 30% of HCl means 38 gram of HCl is dissolved in 100 gram of the solution. So mass of HCl is equal to 38 gram and mass of solution is equal to 100 gram. Number of moles. For calculating the number of moles, we have formula number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass. So mass is equal to 38 and molar mass of HCl. Molar mass of HCl, it is equal to 1 plus 35.5, 36.5. So we can calculate the number of moles of HCl. It is equal to 38 divided by 36.5. Next step is we have to calculate the volume of solution. So we know density is equal to mass per unit volume, or volume is equal to mass upon density. So here mass is equal to mass of the solution, that is 100, and density is given 1.9. So this will be the volume of solution. So now we can calculate the molarity. Molarity is equal to number of moles, that is equal to 38 divided by 36.5 divided by volume, 100 upon 1.9 multiplied by 1000, that is equal to 38 divided by 36.5 into 1.9 divided by 100 multiplied by 1000. So this will be the molarity of the given solution. हाँ जी, next numerical is related to formality. calculate the formality of sodium thiosulfate. Sodium thiosulfate solution Na2S2O3 into 5 moles of water. Solution 1.24 gram of which has been dissolved in 100 centimeter cube of the solution. Anji, so we have to calculate the formality. So formality is equal to number of formula mass of solute divided by volume of solution in milliliters multiplied by 1000. So volume of solution, it is equal to 100 centimeter cube, but we require the number of formula mass of the solute. So similar to number of moles, number of formula mass is equal to mass upon formula mass. So mass, it is given 1.24 divided by formula mass. So formula mass, we can calculate the formula mass of the sodium thiosulfate. 1 sodium 23 plus 2 sulfur 32 plus 3 into 16 plus 5, 1 mole of water is equal to 18 gram. So 46 plus 64 plus 48 plus 90. So it will be 248. So we can calculate the number of formula mass. It is equal to 1.24 divided by 248. So formality will be equal to 1.24 divided by 248 divided by 100 multiplied by 1000. So it will be the formality of the given solution. So with this numerical, our topic calculation of concentration term is over. Next topic is solubility of solids in liquids. Next topic is solubility of solids in liquids. So solubility of solids in liquids means we have solution in which solute particle is solid and liquid is your solvent. Because for forming a solution we require two things, solute and solvent. So solid in liquid means solid acts as a solute and liquid acts as a solvent. So its common example is, for example, we take some water and we add, this is a water means it is a solvent, and we add some salt or sugar into it. when we add salt or sugar into water, we notice it starts dissolving, because number of salt or any solid goes into the solvent particles and we obtain a solution. This process is known as dissolution. Dissolution means solute particles go into the solution by reacting with solvent particles. ठीक है, and if we add some more solid into it, means some more salt or sugar, it again undergoes dissolution, but at the same time some particles from the solution also undergo back into the solute state. At the same time, some particles, which particles? Solute particles, from the solution also interact with solid solute particles. मीन्स जो पार्टिकल्स सोल्यूशन में डिज़ोल्व हो चुके हैं सोल्यूट पार्टिकल्स के, वो पार्टिकल्स दोबारा किस फॉर्म में चेंज हो रहे हैं? इनटू द सॉलिड फॉर्म. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज crystallization. So we can say dissolution and crystallization goes side by side and they are opposite to each other. In dissolution, solid solute particles react with solvent particles and changes into solution form. In the crystallization process, the solid particles which is in the solution form, they interact with the new solid particles and change into the solid particles. These are two different processes, dissolution and crystallization, and they act opposite to each other. But in our daily life we notice that if the amount of water is kept constant and we are adding salt and sugar again and again, a state will be reached when there will be no more addition of solute particle will be possible. After some time, a state will be reached when solute particles do not dissolve with solvent particles. मीन्स अगर हम सॉल्ट या शुगर को वाटर में और ऐड करेंगे, वो सोल्यूशन फॉर्म में नहीं बल्कि सॉलिड फॉर्म में ही सोल्यूशन के नीचे डिपॉजिट होने शुरू हो जाएंगे. सो दिस सोल्यूशन इन विच नो मोर सोल्यूट पार्टिकल्स कैन बी डिजॉल्व्ड, दिस टाइप ऑफ सोल्यूशन इज नोन एज saturated solution. So what do you mean by saturated solution? A solution in which no more solute particles can be dissolved. This solution is known as saturated solution. So from this we can define what do you mean by solubility of solids in liquids. So solubility of solid into liquids is the maximum amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of the solution at a given temperature. So solubility can be defined as maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of the solvent at a specific temperature. This is known as solubility of any solid in liquid. So there are some factors on which solubility of any solid in liquid depends. So next topic is factors affecting the solubility of solids in liquids. So there are mainly three factors which affect the solubility of solid in liquid. First is nature of solute and solvent particles. Second factor is temperature, and third factor is pressure. So we will discuss these three factors one by one. First factor is nature of solute and solvent particles. So for forming any solution, we have one general rule which is known as like dissolves like. Like dissolves like. What does it mean? Like dissolves like means जैसी नेचर सोल्यूट पार्टिकल की होगी, अगर वैसी ही नेचर सॉल्वेंट पार्टिकल की है तो दैट सॉलिड विल बी डिजॉल्व्ड इन द लिक्विड, अदरवाइज इट विल रिमेन इनसॉल्युबल. सो इन जनरल ionic solids prefer to dissolve in ionic solvents. For example, salt. We know salt has formula NaCl and it is ionic in nature, so it will prefer to dissolve in ionic solvent. For example, water, because water is again ionic in nature, so salt will be readily dissolved in water as compared to salt plus non-polar solvents. Non-polar solvents means which are not ionic in nature. For example, benzene, alcohol, etc. So there will be no solubility. So it has general rule like dissolves like. जो भी नेचर सोल्यूट पार्टिकल की होगी उसी नेचर का अगर सॉल्वेंट पार्टिकल है तो उनकी सॉल्युबिलिटी होगी, अदरवाइज दे विल नॉट बी सॉल्युबल इन ईच अदर. सिमिलरली वी कैन से नॉन आयनिक सॉलिड्स विल प्रेफर टू डिजॉल्व इन नॉन आयनिक और यू कैन से नॉन पोलर सॉल्वेंट्स. सो दिस वाज योर फर्स्ट फैक्टर, नेचर ऑफ सॉल्वेंट एंड सोल्यूट पार्टिकल. सेकेंड फैक्टर इज इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. Effect of temperature. हाँ जी, temperature has different effects on the solubility of solids in liquids. For example, there is first subcategories in which solubility of any solid goes on increasing with increasing temperature. So first we will take some examples in which the solubility of solid will go on increasing with increase in the temperature. For example, we can show it graphically also. ठीक है, let it be solubility and here it will temperature. So there are certain substances in which there is somewhat this type of graph. मीन्स इफ़ वी इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर, मान लो टेम्परेचर इस पॉइंट पे है तो सॉल्युबिलिटी इतनी है, अगर टेम्परेचर को बढ़ाकर इतना कर दिया तो सॉल्युबिलिटी इंक्रीज करेगी, मोर इंक्रीज मीन्स एज वी इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर सॉल्युबिलिटी गोज ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. फॉर एग्जांपल NaCl, KCl, सोडियम नाइट्रेट, पोटाशियम नाइट्रेट. ठीक है, तो जो ये इस तरह के जो सॉलिड्स हैं इनकी जो सॉल्युबिलिटी है विद द इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर इट गोज ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. तो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट? So these type of solids when react with water, ठीक है, these type of solids when react with solvent, the process is endothermic in nature. So what are endothermic and exothermic reaction? These we have discussed in the +1 class. Endothermic means these type of reactions occurs with the absorption of heat. We can show it like this also, solid plus solvent plus heat, then product will be formed, or we can say delta H is positive for these type of reaction. And in +1 class we had discussed about the Le-Chatelier principle. According to the Le-Chatelier principle, if the reaction is endothermic, then the reaction will, so we were discussing the effect of temperature. First, there are some solids whose solubility goes on increasing with the increase in temperature. These type of solids when interact with the solvent particles, the reactions is endothermic in nature. So according to the Le-Chatelier principle, any reaction which is endothermic in nature, that will increase its rate if we increase the temperature. So examples are potassium chloride and sodium chloride. Next factor is there are some solids whose solubility goes on decreasing with the increase in temperature. Second type of solids whose solubility goes on decreasing with increase in temperature. So these type of solids when interact with solvent particles, the product is formed. Product means solution is formed, but now the reaction is exothermic in nature. Exothermic means for these type of cases delta H will be negative and heat will be evolved, or we can say produced, not absorbed. So there are certain solids when they react with solvent particles, the reactions are exothermic in nature, means heat is already released. For these type of reactions, if we increase the temperature, its solubility will decrease. It is again according to the Le-Chatelier principle. For example, we can show the graph of again solubility with temperature. So for these the graph will be somewhat like this. ठीक है, for example at this temperature solubility is more. When we increase the temperature, solubility is decreased like this. So there are certain solids whose solubility decrease with the increase in temperature. Examples are lithium sulfate and cesium sulfate. These type of solids when interact with any liquid solvent, the reaction is exothermic in nature. So their rate of reaction goes on decreasing with the increase in temperature. So third type of the solids which show the effect of temperature, third type solids which show some irregular behavior on their solubility with increase in temperature, there are certain solids which show irregular behavior on their solubility with the increase in temperature. Here the most important example is of sodium sulfate. Again solubility and here temperature. They show irregular behavior. Irregular means their solubility can increase and decrease with the increase in temperature. The most common example is sodium sulfate. The graph is somewhat like this. So this is the case for sodium sulfate. So according to the graph, when the temperature is low, solubility is this, temperature increase, solubility increase, temperature increase, solubility increase. Means initially if we are increasing the temperature, solubility goes on increasing up to a certain limit. Here its solubility is maximum. Afterwards, if we increase the temperature, solubility starts decreasing. So this type of behavior is known as irregular behavior. There are certain solids whose solubility shows some irregular behavior with the increase in temperature. So what is the reason behind the irregular behavior? This sodium sulfate, it is in hydrated form. Hydrated form means it has 10 moles of water. With the increase in temperature, it starts losing its water molecule and its solubility goes on increasing with the increase in temperature. But at this particular temperature, it is completely changed into a new solid which has no moles of water. So now it is anhydrous in nature. Anhydrous means it has no mole of water. Means now this solid is changed into a different solid. So that is the reason why they show irregular behavior. After the change from hydrated to anhydrous form, its solubility goes on decreasing with the increase in temperature. So this temperature at which its behavior is changed, or we can say its nature is changed, this temperature is known as transition temperature. So we know the meaning of transition. Transition means change. So this is the temperature at which the nature of the solid changes. That's why after this temperature, its solubility shows different behavior with the increase in temperature. And for this example, this transition temperature has value 32.8 degree Celsius. So under the effect of temperature, we discussed three examples, three types of solid. First type solids are those solids whose solubility increase with the increase in temperature. So which solids show this behavior? The solids in which the reactions are endothermic in nature. So we can sum up the effect of temperature as, for endothermic reaction, solubility increases with increase in temperature. So example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, etc. Second case, for exothermic reaction. For exothermic reactions, solubility decreases with increase in temperature. So these have example like lithium sulfate, cesium sulfate, etc. And third, there is irregular behavior. Its example is sodium sulfate. So last factor which affect the solubility of solid in liquid is effect of pressure. There is no discussion about effect of pressure because, or we can say, pressure has no role on the solubility of solids in liquids. Third is effect of pressure. In general, pressure has no role in solubility of solids in liquids. What is the reason behind this? Means pressure has no role in solubility of solids in liquids because we know both liquids as well as solids are incompressible in nature. Means with the increase in pressure, liquids and solids do not change their shape, and there will not be any effect of increase or decrease in pressure on the solubility of solids in liquids. So this is all about the solubility of solids in liquids. Under this topic we have discussed about what do you mean by solubility. Next, the factors which affect the solubility of solids in liquid. So there are mainly three factors. First is nature of solute as well as solvent. For that we have to learn the rule like dissolves like. Second, effect of temperature, under which we have discussed about the endothermic, exothermic and solids showing irregular behavior. And third is the effect of pressure, but pressure has no significant role on the solubility of solids in liquid. The reason behind it, because both solute as well as solvent, that means solid as well as liquids, both are incompressible in nature. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the solubility of gases in liquids. That is very important for your exams. Thank you.